Have you ever tried building something really cool out of Lego or blocks and thought, wow, if only this could actually work in real life? Or maybe you've drawn wings on a piece of paper and wondered, what if I could actually fly with these? Well, guess what? Today's story is about someone who did just that. His name was Daedalus, and he was one of the greatest inventors in all of Greek mythology. Let's meet him. Daedalus wasn't a god, but he was super smart. He was like the engineer or scientist of ancient myths. He could build palaces, statues, machines, and even tricky mazes. His favorite tools? Hammers, chisels, wood, and wax. If you gave Daedalus a problem, he'd scratch his head, grab his tools, and invent something totally new. He worked for kings, and sometimes for gods too. In fact, he built the Labyrinth, a giant maze to hold the scary Minotaur monster. That maze was so confusing, even Daedalus barely knew the way out. But the story we remember most about him isn't about the maze. It's about wings. Here's how it goes. Daedalus and his son Icarus were trapped on the island of Crete. The king didn't want them to leave because they knew too many secrets about the labyrinth. So Daedalus had to think, if I can't escape by land or sea, maybe I can escape by air. He collected feathers from birds, stuck them together with wax, and built 2 giant pairs of wings, one for himself, one for Icarus. Before they flew away, Daedalus gave his son a warning. Don't fly too high, or the sun will melt the wax. Don't fly too low, or the sea spray will make the feathers heavy. Stay in the middle, safe and steady. At first, it worked. They soared into the sky like eagles. But Icarus was so excited he forgot the warning. He flew higher and higher until the hot sun melted the wax. The feathers fell apart, and Icarus tumbled down into the sea. Daedalus, heartbroken, flew on alone. The sea where Icarus fell is still called the Icarian Sea today. Have you ever gotten so excited playing a game that you forgot the rules? Or maybe rode your bike super fast, even after someone said, "Be careful." That's kind of like Icarus. Sometimes being careful is just as important as being brave. And Daedalus? He's like the kid who always brings the best science project to school. Creative, clever, but also thoughtful. Now let's look at the science behind the story. Could wings made of wax and feathers actually work? Probably not. Birds can fly because their bones are light, their feathers are shaped just right, and their muscles are super strong for flapping. Humans are heavier and don't have the same kind of muscles, so we'd need another kind of invention. That's why people later invented gliders, hot air balloons, airplanes, and rockets. Instead of wax and feathers, we use engines, propellers, and jet fuel. Fun fact: the first airplane by the Wright brothers in 1903 only flew for 12 seconds. That's shorter than your favorite TikTok or YouTube short. But it was enough to prove humans could really fly. And today, inventors are still chasing Daedalus's dream. We have jetpacks that let people zoom through the air for a few minutes. We have drones with wings and propellers. And astronauts? They're like Daedalus too, figuring out how to fly not just in the sky, but all the way into space. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll have wings you can strap on, with lightweight engines, so kids like you can really soar like Icarus, but safely. So what did we learn? Daedalus shows us that creativity and careful thinking can change the world, and Icarus reminds us to listen to advice, even when we're excited. Next time you're building something out of Legos, paper, or even coding on a computer, think of Daedalus, the inventor who dreamed of flying. Thanks for listening, friends. Until next time, keep imagining, keep creating, and keep your wings steady. Bye-bye.